how quickly, how easily you're going to be able to transform those pavers, the sidewalk, the driveway, the outdoor furniture, clean the side of your house, the windows, the screen, the outdoor toys. Look at the power that you're getting. Speaking of power, you see it right there on your screen. It's 2200 PSI. That is the most powerful pressure washer we have ever had on a today's special price. Not only the pavers, but in between the pavers, the dirt, the grime, the oil, and all the weeds. Look how quickly you're going to be able to do that. This is your own personal pressure washer with a follow me feature. You get 55 feet of range, but when you want to move, it will just follow you. And guess what? No gas, no oil, no pull start, no fumes, no asking your neighbor to borrow theirs, no hiring a team to come out. This, anywhere else, is going to be about $300. Here at HSN, it's going to be $249.99, but today, on a today's special price, it is $149.99. It is on free shipping and handling. It is on 5 flexible payments, because this weekend everything's on 5 flexible payments, and this is how you're going to get everything cleaned up. All you do, you plug it in to power, you plug in the hose, you turn on the hose, you turn on the power, and that's it. You're also getting a bundle, which means you're also getting all of the quick connect nozzles, so a different nozzle for each job. Depending upon how sharp you want that angle, we're going to show you all of that. And guess what? We have it on free shipping today as well. This is your chance to get your very own pressure washer from one of our leading outdoor brands here at HSN. This is from Sunjo. You see how easy it moves and all of the things that you're going to be able to clean. Look how it just cuts through that dirt and that grime. Do you have that spot on your walkway that you thought, oh, I'm going to have to hire somebody to come out? It's going to be expensive. It's going to be $250 for them just to show up. Not only are you going to get that, but you're going to blow the leaves, the soil. You're going to clean the grate off of your grill. You're going to clean the kids' toys. What about the pool? Is it dirty and they want to jump in the pool because it's Memorial Day weekend? The side of your home, the windows, wash your car. You see what I'm getting at, how often you're going to use this, the rugs and the outdoor furniture. But let's get into it. Our friend Bobby Milliken is joining us here from Sunjo, and we have a lot to show you because we got a big mess out here. Bobby, welcome in. Hey. It's been a huge day. We are kicking off summer today, my friend.
This is super exciting. We have knocked it out of the park with this value, with this pressure washer, with this unit. This is unlike anything I've ever seen, because the last time we did this was 2 years ago, and we sold out. And it was not even as powerful as this very one that you're gonna get home today. Let me show you some demos and I'll talk you through it top to bottom. Let's go up here and just do some quickness on the planks here, right? Maybe this is your back patio made of these wood planks. Maybe this is your front porch. Whatever it is, the bottom line is stuff that stays outside, as you know, Ty, collects dirt and debris season after season after season. And if you don't stay on top of it, then it can get harder and harder to clean. But you can see with one pass there, here was the before, here was the after. I'll go right next door and just finish off these stones right here. Again, this pressure washer, I'm gonna be honest, makes me look like a superhero. I am not a superhero. I'm not special. I'm just a guy pulling a trigger, and now I can show this to my wife and be like, look, honey, look what I did. I was out there all day scrubbing and rubbing and doing all this stuff, when in reality, I just turned on my Sunjo pressure washer. You can see the before, you can see the after. This is the star of the show. It's the pressure washer. It's making me look good because, Ty, it's literally doing all of the work for me. We're showing you some before and afters to really see, and as you're watching it, kind of put yourself in the mindset of, where would I use this? Where would I see most benefit? Maybe it's the side of the house. Maybe it's the stucco. Maybe it's the gutter underneath the soffit area. Maybe you've got a retainer wall like that. Maybe you've got patio pavers. Maybe you've got expensive outdoor lawn and garden patio furniture, which, oh, have you seen the prices of that stuff? It's expensive. And what do we want to do with our expensive stuff? Well, we want to clean it so that we can maintain it, so we can have people and friends over to actually hang out and want to be with us, right?
See, that's what's great about this particular pressure washer. It can go from washing your car, which is pretty light, a nice spray, you can control that, to something that you really need to get down, the oil, the grease, the dirt and grime, because of 2200 PSI. Now, normally, when you look at pressure washers out there, let's not even talk about the follow me feature, but the more pressure you get, the higher the price goes. And you've seen us do 1800, you've seen us do 2000. This is 2200 PSI. It is so strong that you can blast the dirt from your outdoor rug. Are you looking at that outdoor rug right now and thinking, well, I gotta roll that up and probably throw it away and buy a new one. Spend $150 on a new outdoor rug. Just get your pressure washer, and you can see that you're bringing back that bright white color in there. That's the power that you're getting. And you'll notice it, Bobby.
Look at that.
It's so easy to use, just one hand. This is how you're gonna clean up all of that outdoor, and you can do it. You don't need to hire a team. This is your team.
I've done this 8 times, and I'm still impressed by this demo. I'm like, if I didn't have 6 units, I would definitely buy this because this is incredible. You would have thought that this carpet, or this rug rather, was this kind of brown taupe color, but no, it's years and years of dirt and debris, and this is the true color, the actual white and the slate gray. Amazing, amazing, amazing. You want to give it a try up here?
Yeah, let me do it.
I'm gonna let you try over here. I'm gonna swing around and catch up with you at the car.
All right, take a look. First of all, so this is just a trigger. That's all you're doing is right here and pulling that trigger, and you're getting the different little nozzles on the end, and these are what's called quick connect. So they're very easy to pop off and pop on. There's a 15 degree. Now a 15 degree is when you really want to get in there, kind of laser focus. There's a 25 degree. That angle's a little bit bigger, and then there's a 40 degree, which is like when you're washing your car. But all you do is pull this trigger right here. When you see that dirt, that grime, whether it's a new mess or an old mess, thank you for showing that. I'm gonna show you how to blast that. This is all you're gonna do. Now, as you get a little bit closer, you wanna get that pressure a little bit closer, and it's lightweight, and it's gonna really dig in there. Not only the pavers themselves, but the hardest part is in between the pavers. What if you have weeds growing in there? What if you have a little mold growing in there? It's gonna blast right through there, and you can see what I just did. This is the before, that is the after. This is your very own Sun Joe pressure washer at $149.99. Here at HSN, after today, it'll be $249.99. It is $100 off. And Bobby, what I love about this video we're about to see is all the different areas that you are gonna use it in. Because some people think pressure washer, they think, well, that's that team I hire to come blast my driveway, and that's about it. It is for so many other things, right, Bobby?
That's what we're not doing, is we're not hiring a team, because guess what? The team is you and Sun Joe. I mean, literally, you don't need a professional, because when you get this unit home, you therein lie are the professional, because we're giving you a literally professional unit. We're giving you probably more power than you need. If you missed it at the beginning, this is rated at 2,200 PSI. That's probably more than you're gonna need. And as you're comparison shopping, and we know you're a smart shopper, you see other units out there in the market, right? They may say 25, 26, 27, but what they're telling you is their max. And I wanna confuse you, but max means the initial discharge at maximum power. But rated means what you can expect consistently each and every time. So our max is 2,800, but we're just telling you straight, the consistent power is 2,200 PSI. Now, let me take you down here and show you the tips, because guess what? You don't have to buy these separately. These all come included in your purchase. I started with the yellow tip. That's gonna be our most concentrated nozzle. That's the 15. Your next step up in between is the medium. That's the green at 25. And your lightest spray, or your biggest fan area, is the gray tip at 40 degrees. So I'm gonna back up here and I'm gonna do a quick car wash, because you know what? That's one of the main uses you're gonna do with your pressure washer, because you know, you don't wanna maybe take the time to go to the car wash, to wait in line, to get rid of those precious stack of quarters. And I think at today's prices, it's much more than a few quarters for your local car wash. It's just the convenience factor, right? It's not about maybe the 10, 15 bucks that you would have spent on the car wash. It's the fact that you had to get in your car and drive somewhere to do it. Now, you can do all of this in the privacy of your own driveway. What about down here? This is where all the mud comes up from the road.
Deep in there, right.
If you're up north in the wintertime, this is where that salt stuff hops in there and stays and really deteriorates. How else would you get up in here above the wheel well and clean that? You really can't unless you have a pressure washer. So I did the car, I did the wheel. Oh, let me not forget, maybe you got the love bug situation, okay? You can, of course, do the windshield and get your whole entire car clean. So stay with me here, Ty. I'm gonna walk you down here, and I wanna show you something with this unit, which is really neat.
Yeah, I'm gonna come down and meet you down here. I wanna walk down here, I wanna see this.
If the camera could take a look at the unit. Okay, I'm going off-roading with the unit. See how it's just dragging? I'm just dragging it down here. This is what's amazing about it. It's the follow me design. So we went downhill, over the grassy knoll, down here to the pavers, and do you notice what it didn't do? Did not tip over.
And you didn't have to pick it up.
No.
You didn't have to lift it too many times. Yeah,
here's the reason why. It's the addition of these 4 wheels. They're super easy to put together, by the way. When you get this home, assembly is this. pop the handle on,
Okay.
pop the wheels on,
Okay.
attach the one. 1, 2, 3, and you're done. But to my point, these canisters are gonna allow you that mobility to go up, down.
Any
some
direction.
driveways have a little slant.
Yeah.
And can I talk about the hose? You have 20, look at this. I know I'm going out of frame. I just want to show a point. You have 20 feet of this hose. So I'm way out here. You get 20 feet of hose and you get 35 feet of your cord. So 30, 25 is my high school math, 55 feet.
Good,
that
nailed
means
it.
for you, nailed it. You're gonna be able to get to all 4 corners of your drive.
I mean, most of us don't even really have that much, but when you do, the sidewalk, the driveway, then you see something on your home, you go, you know what, I'm gonna get that as well.
I'm gonna get it.
I see something in the back, I'm gonna get that as well. My car tire, I'm gonna get that as well. And you're gonna hit all of that. If the outside of your home had a rough winter, some of us have a rough winter, and it just looks dirty, or you were putting it off over and over again, and you see that quick connect, that's the other thing. When you talk about switching things
That's
out,
simple.
it could not be any easier to switch. You don't need any tools.
No tools required. I just quick connect that off and I put the yellow one back on. Because this is the one I like to do these really hard jobs back here. Let's take a look at the grill, right? Are you coming over to my house and eating the hot dogs and hamburgers if my grill looks like this?
I would rather not.
Yeah.
But now look, this goes from a barbecue to like I call a barbecue.
Yeah, barbecue.
Look at that. Cleaning off
Look
all
at that.
all of those items you have outside. Look at that.
Boom. How about trash cans? How dirty and disgusting are trash cans?
You have to remember to clean your trash cans. That's where that smell is coming from a lot of time. When that got knocked over or when something spilled inside of it. And look how quick and easy you can clean the outside or the inside of your trash can. Again, this is probably all in the same few minutes. You're gonna clean everything outside in the trash cans and anything you see on the pavers, in the pavers, in between the pavers.
Did you know?
And
there's a service that does this, that costs you money.
They cost you.
Come to your house to clean these. What, another savings. You don't need them. You just need you and your wand and your unit, and that's it. So I'm gonna go up here for a second, okay? I'm gonna stand back and just show you that, yes, you can aim low and clean all the dirt and grime down below, but with 2 feet safe and sound on the ground, you can pressure wash things that are up above your eye or head level, right?
Yeah.
So under the gazebo, the trellis, the gutter, the soffits. I can do this with one-handed, all right? So it's very lightweight, it's very easy to control. So if you're a first-time user of a pressure washer, I want you to know this. It's not intimidating, it's not hard. It's actually easy, and honestly, it's fun.
It really, and do you have a second story where that stuff is hard to reach and you keep looking at it and you think, I'll get the ladder out later, I have to get up there and scrub, I don't want to do that, I got to hire somebody to come out. This will reach, a lot of times it will reach on that second story to get the windows, to get the siding. Well, all I'm saying here is at a $149.99, it'll pay for itself over and over and over again and give you that independence that you can clean everything. Instead of throwing out that furniture that you think is stained over the winter, you're like, I want you to hit it with the pressure washer first and look at the difference you can make in that. Look at Bobby just cutting right through that, the stuff that is just built up, the dirt, the grime, the whatever, the bird droppings. I don't want to scrub the bird droppings with my hand. I'm going to use my Sancho pressure washer. This is $100 off the HSN deal price right now. Take a look right there. Yeah, you don't have to get in there and scrape it off. The pressure washer's going to do it.
This is an expensive chair. This isn't one of those cheap I mean, this is like a wood Adirondack chair. And so when you get to this level where you've let it go for so long, the only way you're honestly going to be able to get that deep level of cleaning is with the pressure washer. And you see how quick and easy that Ty and I are able to make quick work of this. Why? Because we have the right tool for the job. Why? Because we're going with Sunjo. Why? 2200 PSI. That's why.
It is. Look, that is the most powerful pressure washer we've ever done on a Today's Special. Here's why you want this, and here's why you want this right now, because we're starting to go back outdoors. You're looking at your patio, you're looking at the deck, you're looking at that sidewalk and that driveway, you walk through the neighborhood, and there's that one person's home that is always clean, and you're like, how much are they spending on a team to come out and clean it? You know what? They probably just have their own personal Sunjo pressure washer, and this is what you're gonna have as well. All you do is plug it into power. Then you plug in the hose, and that's it. And you get 55 feet of reach, and the versatility of this one is just incredible. From the kids' toys that you see right there, are the kids just asking to jump in the pool, but the pool is a little bit dirty, and you're like, I gotta rub and scrub and bathtub, or whatever you're gonna do to clean those things. Now you're just gonna use your Sunjo pressure washer. I cannot tell you how satisfying it is to not only be able to do these jobs yourself, but to see it instantly, whether it's a new mess or an old mess like an old fence, at $149.99 at free shipping and handling on 5 flexible payments. This is your chance to get it home here. And the unit is easy to store, it is easy to use, it is lightweight as well. Now, we were talking about an old fence, right? Let's hit this with an old fence. Now, for full disclosure, tell us, a lot of these, we got part of our crew here, Nico, who sets all of this up. He keeps everything nice and dirty. But when it comes to a fence, we just go out and grab an old fence and let Bobby go to work. Take a look at that.
So, to Ty's point, a lot of the demos that we set up, we're throwing dirt on there. But you can see this is the real deal. I actually send my guys out to find the dirtiest, oldest, moldiest fence you can find so I can live TV demo it and show you how powerful it is. Excuse me. Again, this is the true color of the wood down here. All you do is turn it on and slowly move up and down, and then you're taking years and years away. You're basically rewinding time. I need a skin cream that does this, Ty, to rewind years and years of time.
It doesn't exist, Bobby. It doesn't exist for guys like you and me. It does not.
It does for Ty somehow. So I don't know what he does.
But you know what you say? Before you spend money on that new fence, before you spend money on replacing that rug, before you spend money on replacing that outdoor furniture or hiring a team or buying something that's heavy that you got to put gas in, you got to put oil in, before you do all that, I want you to give this a try. This is Sunjoe. This is 2,200 PSI. This is on free shipping and handling. It's 5 flexible payments. You also have 30 days to try it out. Take a look around. All of that dirt, the corner, the edges, the mold and the grime and the oil and all of that, you're gonna be able to blast it away. Now, let's just talk about the look of our home. Like, how many times have you really just cleaned the outside of your home after winter? A lot of times we don't, or we put it off because we don't want to get up on a ladder, don't want to get that sponge out and scrub. Look how Bobby is just cleaning, and you're not going to believe the before and after here, the curb appeal, the look of your home. It looks brand new.
You see that bright white shining through?
There it is. Yeah, look at that. See, this stuff builds up on our homes, and we don't even notice it sometimes, Bobby, because we see it every day, a little bit of dirt here and there, after a hard rain, after a storm, and we just kind of get used to it, and then we don't really see the dirt anymore.
Ty, look at the shot down below. As the camera pans down, look at the below shot. Do you see all the stuff built up down here?
All of that mess.
Did you see it? All right, ready for all this? Look at this. Now you see it? Oh, my gosh. Now you don't, just blasting it away. And speaking of the front of the house, when you enter someone's house, you want it to be welcoming, right? So let me direct your attention down here to the welcome mat. Again, it's something so small, but it's like the smallest things matter when it comes to curb appeal and upkeeping your house. You hit this with the pressure washer, you'd think it was that dark brown, but as you start to use the force of water, 2,200 PSI, you quickly start to see that the true color of this welcome mat is not brown. It's actually a little blue slate gray shining through. Look at that, and look at the power. This is so powerful. You see that rug shaking up in front of it? I mean, look at that. That just shows you how much power. But again, the welcome mat is a really, really good demo. There's the slate gray blue compared to how dirty it is.
Look at that. And to be able to do these things yourself, right? I know right now, listen, prices are going up and up on everything. We try to give you an opportunity where it's the lowest price that we've ever done. But right now, to invest your money in something that is going to end up saving you money, from hiring people to come out and do those cleaning, from saving you from maybe buying a new outdoor rug. These are the things that you can do yourself because of the design, because of the power, because of the proficiency, and the bundle that you're getting here. And it's as easy as plugging it into power, and then that power cord is 35 feet long, and then plugging in that water hose, you turn on the hose, you turn on the power, your pressure washer, and then everything is getting clean here. You take a look right here on your screen, maybe it is the grill, it is grilling season here. I love when I can get my pressure washer out, because I get it out for one thing, like I'm gonna clean my car, and then I start noticing everything out, and then I start hitting everything else here. I'd like to give this a shot here as well. I just wanna show you right here, where are we at? Oh, take a look at this. Do you have this all-weather fence right here? Take a look at this. I'm gonna roll around here and watch. It'll follow me. If I just wanna pull this, it'll follow me. Your all-purpose fence right here, take a look right here. Whether I'm far away or close, watch this. So I'm gonna start right here. Look how I'm just running this thing right down. And if I wanna get a little closer, you know, a little more pointed, all the way down. That'll just run. I also want to point something out as well. I'm wearing one of my favorite shirts right now. I wouldn't be wearing one of my favorite shirts if I knew this wasn't gonna make an entire mess, because you are in control the whole time. Look, it's from Sunjoe. It is the most powerful pressure washer we've ever done on today's special price. It's on free shipping. It's on 5 flexible payments. This is your opportunity. So whether it is very pointed and very powerful on this all-purpose, all-weather fence, or maybe you're just out washing your car and you're gonna use this as well. We're trying to show you kind of the breadth of what it can do, Bobby.
Yeah, and keep in mind, Ty, this comes to us from Sunjoe. We've been around and doing business for over 15 years, and we're happily celebrating our 5-year anniversary with you here at HSN. Keep in mind, this is the right time, this is the right brand, this is the right season to get this, right? We are the market leader when it comes to pressure washers in the United States. Take a look behind me, I've got a very dirty car. All I did was switch out the tip from the yellow tip I was using earlier to this gray tip, which is the 40 degrees. And that way you're not gonna do any damage to the paint job on your motorcycle, boat, RV, golf cart, whatever it is. And as you're watching me clean the car, think about this. How much are you actually paying for your local car wash? If you go there once or twice a week, some of you out there are paying maybe 20, 30, 40. I've seen, my brother-in-law pays, I think, over $50 a month just to have his car wash membership. So if you are one of those people, as you're watching, think about how much money you're gonna save. Maybe you're one of the people watching this demonstration and thinking, you know what? I usually would pay somebody to do that. Well, guess what? The last quote I had for someone to come to my house and just do the back patio was $700. Are you serious? $700? We don't need a professional, because this unit is a professional unit, and therein lies you. You are now the professional. We're giving you the feeling of empowerment to get out there and go with Joe and get the job done. Let me do one more here. I'm gonna blast this sand. See this the car mats? Maybe I had a day at the beach, whatever. Look at this. I'm just gonna get rid of this. You know, most of us have those protector car mats. Look at how I can get under it, make that guy dance. It's so powerful. Again, that PSI level. I'm cleaning the mats, I'm cleaning the wheels, I'm cleaning the car. And stay with me, guys, because I'm gonna show you the Follow Me design. So I'm just gonna go to a new location. I'm going to drag it here. It's got those 4 wheels. So I know this is a challenge, but look at it. Even uphill, downhill, over the grassy knoll, this thing is going to follow me. And you notice it did not tip over. Why? Because it's got a nice wide base. It's got these wheel canisters that you're gonna simply attach on when you get this home, right? So basically, here's the story, right? What we have done is taken the power of an upright pressure washer, which those are powerful, but they tip over, and you have to pick them up to move them. We've taken that power, we've condensed it into a smaller, concise unit, and put a wide base with wheels. Now you're mobile, baby. You can go wherever you want in the yard, driveway. Let's get to cleaning over here. You got kiddos in the backyard. Maybe you got the big slide like this. Well, how else would you clean something like this? Because Ty, this is a big toy, right? You're not bringing this in for the season, right? This is something that's going to stay outside all year long, and so therefore it's natural, it makes sense. It's gonna collect the mold and the mildew, and the last thing you want is the kids to be excited for summer. You tell them to go outside and play, and they come back and their pants look like they were in a bunch of mud, right?
Yeah, and this is the time right now. It's like this weekend is when the kids are wanting to go out. They're wanting to play in that kiddie pool. They're wanting to play on the slide. They're wanting to be outside. We're getting more daylight. The kids are gonna wanna be outside. You gotta keep everything clean. When there's a storm, when bad weather comes through, you gotta get out there, you get the sponge out, you start scrubbing. All you're gonna do is get out your Sunjoe pressure washer, and everything is clean, maybe cleaner than it's ever been before. And not only dirt, grime, and all of that, but my favorite thing is all those weeds in between my pavers. It just blasts all those weeds out at the root. Also, my grill. You want to really clean that grill, you'll get it. What is that dirt at the bottom of the kiddie pool? What is a little bit of that green mold and sludge on the side of your home? You're going to get that as well. So remember, you're getting 3 different tips, so it depends on the job. If you're just, you know, washing your car, you want to use that 40-degree tip. If you're getting really close into the sidewalk and the pavers, you want to use that 15-degree. This is a $300 pressure washer. Here at HSN, it's $249.99 today. I wish I could offer you this every single day, but I can't. I can offer it you today at $149.99 at free shipping and handling and on 5 flexible payments. This is the unit. This is that newly designed unit that you are going to use all the time, and it's going to actually save you money from hiring people coming out every day. I've been carrying this around. Rocky, can I talk about this for a second? I've been carrying this around with me. Bobby will talk about this with me as well here, but take a look at this. I love this so much. So first of all, it is a great water bottle. It is kind of double insulated, 2 walls of stainless steel inside, so it's going to keep everything nice and cold during the summer, nice and hot during the winter. But not only is it a water bottle, it's also your mister. I want you to take a look. See that button right there? This is going to be your mister right out here. Can you guys see that? How cool is that? And then you hit it again, and it's a full mister to stay nice and cool. Guys, it's going to get hot. It's going to be hotter this year than it was last year, and it's going to be hotter longer. It's your water bottle and your mister to stay nice and cool. Okay, all right, I'll get back to the today's special. I've been carrying this around with me all afternoon. I just wanted to show you that. You can pick that up today, you can see there. But right now, our today's special, and it's our last outdoor and garden today's special of the year, and it's the most powerful pressure washer we have ever had on a today's special. Take a look at that. And as a matter of fact, I think this is the second to last show tonight. So this is the second to last show at this price. Look how quickly he just blasts through, and it's as good as new, Bobby.
I mean, again, every time I do this demo, I'm still amazed, and I've done this like 6 or 8 times today. You can see how much dirt and debris was on this expensive outside Adirondack chair, and I just was able to bring back its true whiteness. So what we're encouraging you to do is get this home today and start using it, and you're gonna start to see all the different places and spaces that you're gonna be able to take advantage of having a pressure washer. Here's the deal. We don't want you to just always have to replace. All right, when you clean it, then you can renew it and use it over and over and kind of get your money's worth on something. You got the kids' bikes. I did the slide. I'll go over to the bike. Yep. I used to race BMX. Did you know that about me, Ty?
Oh, I did. I'm jealous.
So back in the day, I used to come home with dirty bikes all the time. My dad would clean them by hand. I kid you not. If he had this back in the day, let me tell you, he would have been able to knock out. I had 3 bikes. He would have been able to knock out all 3 bikes in literally seconds. And I know we give you like 30 days to try this. You can use this for 30 seconds and fall in love with it. Trust me. 30 minutes, you're gonna be able to do your whole driveway. Keep in mind, we've been waiting for this, right? We've been waiting 2 years for a TS. Last time we had it was 2 years ago, sold out. Now it's a better price, a smaller unit, but more powerful. This is the perfect time to get it, and keep in mind, it's coming from Sunjo, right?
Yeah.
You're probably familiar with this. We've been around for 15 years in the business, so when you buy something like a pressure washer, you want it to be a good brand. We got that. You want it to last long. We got that. You want it to be strong. 2,200 PSI, we got that. And Ty, not 1 or 2, not 3, but 4-year warranty. That's how you know a company like Sunjo stands behind the brand.
Yes, absolutely. So you got about 2 minutes to go here. This is something you're gonna reach for all the time. It's gonna clean all of that outside. And really, it makes a big difference, even if it's just a little bit of dirt on that outdoor furniture, a little bit of dirt on that all-weather fence that you have. If that's dirty, the entire house looks dirty. And I know why we put those jobs off. We put it off because you gotta get the bucket, you gotta get the sponge, you gotta get there maybe on your hands and knees. Not anymore. You're just gonna pull the trigger. So to start back from the top, you're gonna plug this into power. That is a 55-foot power cord. And then your hose is a 20-foot hose. That's all you do. You put the water hose in, right? You have your little nozzle in the back, you screw that in, you turn the water on, turn the power on, and then it's just a trigger. And then I want to show you here, I want to hit one more here. I know we only have about a minute remaining. Here's your trigger. There's even a little safety on here as well, but here's your trigger, and then you just hit. I want to show you a little before and after here. This is all you're going to do. You can hear the power kick on, and then watch how it's just pushing all this stuff on the surface. Now, if I want to get down a little bit closer and get in between those pavers, I can do that. If there's mold growing in there, if there's weeds growing in there, and in a matter of seconds, look what I've done to those pavers. And then when that dirt gets on your driveway, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna use your pressure washer to push that out into the street, push it out in the gutter.
It feels good, doesn't it?
Oh, it's so satisfying.
It's weirdly and oddly satisfying how good it feels to get that clean, that quick.
Yeah, very easy. And it being lightweight. You know what Sunjo always does? Sunjo always gives us the items that we're able to do with just enough power, not too much power, it's not intimidating, and they make everything easy enough for us to use, whether you live by yourself, whether this is for you or mom and dad, or maybe grandma and grandpa, to get out there and to clean their space and to make everything look great. And what we do here at HSN, well, we give you one day that is on 50% off the retail price.
It's a special day. This is
it. Really is. This is what today's special is all about.
We could sell out by the end of the night. True story.
We would. Listen, there's only one more show. It's going to be an Adam.